G'day YouTube, welcome back to my channel Bonsai Works. I am David and it is that time of year to decandle black pines and multi-flush pines. Now if you have black pines in Melbourne or Australia or the Southern Hemisphere, I guess it's almost time to candle prune all your black pines. So you can see this tree is extremely healthy. I've got quite a few to get through, so I just really get into it and start working on these trees. It's not that hard to do. You've got to cut all the candles off these black pines or multi-flush pines. I have one radiata pine, which I treat the same as my blacks. But in this case, this tree is looking really good. You've seen it in my channel before. It's got a really cool, interesting trunk. Almost Nagari style, exposed root style. Would be nice to have a few more, but they thicken up a little bit. They're a little bit thin, but it's a cool looking tree. And we're just going to get stuck into candle pruning it. Now, first before I do this, I always cover the base with towel. Very important, because otherwise all the candles and all the needles go into the soil, and you want to kind of avoid that. So that's one thing you start with, and then I work from the top down. Okay, let's get started. Now, timing wise for Japanese black pine decandling in Melbourne, even Australia in general. Now it's early December here, very early. I usually like to wait to mid-December, but I am so busy in the next few weeks because bonsai is just my hobby. It's not my profession. I've got lots of other things I need to do. If it was my profession and I had lots of time, I would really wait till mid-December. The 15th to the 20th is a great time, I think, in Melbourne. At the moment it's the 5th or 6th or something like that, so it's probably a week early, and we haven't had the warmest spring here in Melbourne. It's been pretty ordinary. It's overcast and rainy again today. Most weekends are like that, unfortunately, but during the week it's pretty good. But so candle pruning, we'll just start with this big one. So you just come right back to the base and cut the candle. Now I use two hands, my other hand is holding the camera, so I don't use tweezers. I don't have time to do that. You can use tweezers and do that, but it's a bit of a handful. I just come in, bang, 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 bang. Two hands, my hand and the scissors, just chop away, chop all the candles off. You're pretty much gonna chop all the candles off like that. And you just leave. I don't needle pluck at this time of year, but I do want to wire if I have time. But the most important thing is to come in and candle prune at the base. This is one tree. I've got a lot more to do, so let's get started on this guy and see how we come up and have a look. So that's the result of cutting candles. Didn't needle pluck, didn't set branches again, just purely candle pruned. There you go, that's what's left, but looking good. This is a nice tree. Now pretty much leave it until autumn, and then we're now come back and bud select back to 2 in all the right places to get it looking nice and cleaner and leaner. It's looking nice and compact too at the moment, but I'm pretty happy. But you can see all the cuts, just purely all the candles off, and that's it. All right, let's move on to some others. So this one's looking really good, nice and compact, really good base, but it's obviously time to candle prune it all. So always the top is stronger than the bottom. So really, if you have time, you candle prune on the top and needle pluck a little bit more at the top. So you're gonna have more needles at the bottom, less needles at the top. What that means is the tree, I guess, because the lower branches are the weakest, they're weak. You want to get the roots feeding them the most, if that makes sense. You really should have even amount of needles, but it's hard to get that. So I would say just a little bit less than needles on top, a little bit more needles on the bottom, and it should balance the tree out once the new candles grow. So let's get stuck into decandling this tree. So I've been able to candle prune this tree. Now this tree definitely needs some needle plucking in the top. Look out, there's a lot more needles up there compared to just looking generally to down here. So that kind of will tell me this is still going to get too much energy, there's not enough energy balance from there to there. So I'll have to come in and needle pluck a couple of the needles. For example, there's quite a few, so I'll pluck some of the lower ones off around, leaving maybe I don't know, 5 to 6 pairs roughly, just to reduce the density. So that's a bit lighter, can you see? Trying to balance that with some of these ones down here. So that's what I'm trying to do. Just if I find areas that are weak, I won't touch, but anything that's strong areas, I will start to reduce. So that's what I mean by needle plucking, to balance. So you can use tweezers again, or you can use your fingers. Best tweezers you can have are your fingers. Anyway, unless they're really tiny trees you can't get your hands into. So I'm just going to do some needle plucking on that one just to balance the growth. Okay, the next tree is this literati Japanese black pine. Really nice healthy tree. So you can see that's pretty balanced, but then this is pretty heavy, so might need some needle reduction is here as well. But once I get through all the candle pruning, you probably can see better. You definitely can see better outline and see how many needles we need to remove as well. So let's get started again. Top down, cover with the towel so you don't make a mess. And how much better does it look now? So all decandled, and I actually thinned out quite a bit in this area to try and balance it for this area. So try and get that the same as about that. So looking okay. Just let it now bud out before autumn and it should be looking good. What a gorgeous little tree. Here's another black pine to do. So I'm just going through all my black pines and working on them. This is actually coming up to become one of my favorite ones. It's starting to look really good, really big base and trunk. Lots of dead wood in the top, and then this nice healthy fully grown apex and lower cascade branch. Now let me give it a trim by candle pruning all the new growth, and I might do some needle plucking, but we'll see how it comes up to balance out the energy. So you want to have an even amount of needles throughout the tree, so the tree's roots can feed the tree evenly and grow smaller candles over time. Here's how the tree looks once I candle pruned and did some needle plucking. Tried to thin out more at the top, left the lower branches, left more needles at the lower because I want to try and keep this area strong and strengthen that and balance out the energy in there. So let's go back. You see how well this tree's coming up? Just lets me tweak a few branches and put it back in place, and they should be looking good for another year. How about look at this little guy? This is I've done this tree many times in the past in my videos, but look how full it is at the moment this time of year. The apex especially way too long and heavy. I really need to get working on this. Lots of good candles everywhere, but let me get stuck into this and it'll be like a totally new tree when I'm done. And now you can see quite heavily reduced. Do want to still do some needle plucking. It's a little bit out of shape still, and repositioning some branches, but you know, you got to get those candles off. So number one priority before you do any other work that you need to. So just need to work on this now to get some branches in the right place, a bit more needle plucking and just tightening up. I will start to probably have to reduce some of the branches in certain areas that are too strong, and cut back to smaller branches, which is what you want to ideally do with black pine when it starts to get really dense and heavy. So you got to look for cutting back long ones, maybe cut back some of these, push back into inner ones, things like that to get the shape back. There's probably stuff that I just got to wire back down. That's what I got to do, wire back down all the layers and get the tree looking good. But I do want to show you now like a tree in development, what you want to do as well, not just finished trees. So alright, so here's a tree in development. Nothing too special, but could be an interesting tree. I have seen it on my channel before. You would have seen it before. It's got a nice kind of cascade branch here. But look at that, it's just normal candles. So the way I would do this is, again, start at the top, come in, same process, but you can really see the clarity in the green. See the clarity there, the green? It's right at the base, you cut right at the base. Make sure I don't muck this up, because I cut right at the base. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. So nice, done. People have had luck striking cuttings from this, but I'm not going to do that. But other people have, so that's what you do. You go around. I'm holding one hand with my phone and one hand on the trimmers, but it should be two hands to cut the candle. The other thing you can do, see this branch? So really, what's happening is that's the branch, and then it forks off into here. So ideally, eventually I want to hopefully get back budding and so on, but at the moment these needles, if I leave them on, the tree's going to feed this part more strongly than a lower part. Now I'll show you the comparison. So I can show you what needle plucking, all I do is trying to reduce. These needles don't need to be there. Even though this tree is in development, you still want to try and get the right branching, get the right candles happening, and so on. Now, if I want to grow this branch stronger, I would have left all those needles on that tree. So now I'm hoping maybe we cut those off, maybe we can get back budding. There is a bud right back in here, very small. You see that? So there's things like that we need to look into. So that's how you do trees that are in development. Still want to do the same process, make sure we reduce everything, reduce all the candles so we can get two at one spot. Very important. So that's the other bit. So especially in this tree, it is in development, but it's development as well as we're starting to refine by building more candles, building more refinement. So that's how that's how I go about this tree. So it didn't take me long to just cut all the candles off now, but look at the mess. So you really want to think about just keep balancing all the energy in this tree to make it nice and even, and try to get some sort of style to it, some sort of tidiness. But by needle plucking back to making sure everywhere is pretty even around the place, around all the branches, you should be able to get a better flush of growth that's more even throughout the tree. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And you can see what it looks like now. I'll show you how it looks when it's done. Well, you can see now the lot lighter and a bit more evenly balanced in all the branches with all to do with the needles. Now this tree got obviously a long way to go, but it's got some sort of interesting part in here. I think I actually had it tilted from memory. Might have to check my videos again. But there's a bit of wasted growth up here. See this branch? I don't think I need it. So I'm going to eliminate it for now, leave a stub. At this time of year you can work on black pines. You can style, trim, do what you want. This is the time to do it. So that's a tree in development. By reducing it, try to balance growth. So now the next lot of candles should be a bit more even, and the tree's going to feed the whole lot, all the branches evenly. So this is how it's looking now. I might even just eventually have it just this branch, I reckon. I'll get rid of that top bit as well. It looks pretty ugly, that bit actually. Now I look at it, but I think I'll make the decision a bit later and just have maybe a cascading one, something like that. It'll look pretty cool. That's probably the way I'll go eventually. But for now, I'm just going to leave it, and we'll see. Well, here's another little guy. Pretty cute little tree, this one. You can see how heavy everything is right now, which is great. Really healthy tree, really healthy growth. The top's a little bit heavier and more dense, of course, than the bottom. Same process. This is the last tree I'll do. I've got some big pines to do as well, so I might do another video with them. But for now, this is the last one. Just go through, candle prune it, and pinch out needles if you have time or if it needs to be balanced out. And that's the difference, and that's how we do the work. Get it cleaned up. This doesn't really need to be needle plucked. It's pretty even. Pretty good distribution of needles on this tree. But there it is. How good is that tree looking? Very cool. Alright guys, hope that helps you with your decandling process in summer. In the southern hemisphere we do that in December. In the northern you probably do it in June, July, I'd say. It's June probably, start anyway. But here in the southern hemisphere we do it in December. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed this video and we'll see you back for more. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.